13-year-old Fabian is just like any other boy his age, but when he puts on his makeup and picks out his favourite clothes, he transforms into Britain's youngest drag queen.
And going by this, he's giving some of the older ones a run for their money. Fabian, who goes by Francesca when he's performing, joins us now alongside Dad Darren and Mum Rachel from their home in South Wales. Lovely to see you all. Thank you for joining us today. So, when was Francesca Valley is the stage name? When was Francesca born?
Well, about 7 years ago. I used to put on my mum's makeup and just mess around and just like play with her jewellery and rings and that. And so at like 7, I actually started trying to do makeup properly and started actually putting dresses on and started doing stuff properly.
So, I guess, Rachel, for you, when you noticed that your makeup was going missing, how did you feel about that?
Well, to be honest with you, Holly, it wasn't a surprise to me because, like I said, it happened from a very young age with Fabian, so I was quite used to it, but I knew exactly where all my makeup was going.
And so, Francesca, and we'll say Francesca because you are performing, you're in full the full sort of makeup gear. You went to a friend's house, and that was the sort of turning point, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was my friend Evie. And we used to always go over there experiment with makeup. And like she used to do mine and I used to do hers. And we would like take photos just to like remember like memories.
And then you watched RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, I did. And I was a huge hit because then I was like, whoa, so there is other people doing this. So it's not just me.
And you recognised yourself up there. And Darren, for you, I mean, we should say that we've been watching back loads of footage of Francesca in action. There's no one that cheers louder than you, actually. So you've definitely come round to it. But at the beginning, you did find this a little bit more difficult. You were a bit slower to accept, I guess.
Yeah, you're right, Holly. Basically what it was, I was born in the 70s, raised in the 80s and 90s, and it was very much frowned upon. So when I did find out, first of all, I thought it was just a phase that he was going through. But then that phase got longer and longer and longer, and it hurt me because as a father, when you have a boy, your expectations of him are to do boy stuff. But I tried that stuff with Fabian, and it didn't work. He's just a natural performer. So yeah, it was really hard, and it's. I still have my moments where it's hard to accept, but I fully support him now.
Well, the thing is, though, Darren, you saw the performance in front of 7,000 people at DragCon. RuPaul, there you've got your child that is performing to a great reaction. And you thought then, that moment, it sounded to me like there was something of a breakthrough in your head. Like, oh, my God, look what's happening here.
Yeah, well, to be honest, you feel like I said, first of all, I went to his drama class to see him perform there, and he performed it in front of 200 people there. And that blew me away. So obviously after that, I accepted it a bit more, and my wife got me a ticket to go to DragCon with them. And when I seen him perform on stage in front of 7,000 people, plus all the drag queens that were there. And I mean, he just blew me away because he wasn't fazed by anything. I had people coming up to me saying, "Oh, we wish we had a father like you back then."
Oh.
I had a couple of little children, well, girls, teenagers, saying that Fabian had inspired them. And that was big to me, that my son had actually touched and inspired people to come out and it was okay to be who you want to be.
Absolutely. And when you perform as Francesca, how do you feel in that moment?
Well, I feel sassy, amazing, completely different, and just, I can do anything.
That's a great way to feel. You want to bottle that, don't you? Yeah.
We've actually got someone who wants to talk to you. Who's recorded a message for you, Francesca. It's Courtney Act. Courtney is actually in the draw because this is actually Shane Jenek, who is Courtney Act. Here you go.
Hi Francesca, Courtney Act here, sending you lots and lots of love from my closet to yours. And I just want to say how inspired I am by you, by how fearlessly you show all of the colours of who you are on the outside in a world that sometimes tells us we should, you know, act a certain way and look a certain way and feel a certain way. It's amazing to watch somebody so vibrant and colourful shine so beautifully, and if only more adults and kids and people on the planet were as fearless as you, I think the world would be a better place. Sending you lots of love. Mwah.
Here,
Oh, wow.
we've got a little bag of goodies that's been sent by Courtney. There you go. Got a signed picture. You've got the CD here, and you've got a T-shirt as well. So we'll put that in the post. How do you feel?
Oh, yay!
A bit shell-shocked, I think.
Good
Oh, listen,
face.
thank you so much for joining us this morning. What a lovely family you are. Great to talk to you.
Thanks,
Great
Ollie.
to talk to you both.
You take care now.
Thank you.
Down, bye.
Bye-bye, bye-bye. Oh.